What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are going to be taking on the STR Kid BUU EZA. So we have actually a pretty easy one here. So he is weak to pure Saiyans, and the types that are unaffected by damage reduction are Super AGL, Super Int, Super STR, and Super Fizz. So basically just anybody except Super Tech. So it has been relatively easy here. I'm not going to complain. This is a team that I've been bringing. Basically just a turtle school team full of Gokus. And I mean, they've been kind of just running through this Kid BUU, to say the least. Like, it has not been difficult whatsoever. So I guess we'll just kind of continue this, and we can kind of talk about Kid BUU and like what he does post EZA. So Kid BUU, I'm actually surprised that they ended up giving them their EZAs this early. Granted, you know, like, we've been having a full-fledged like Majin Buu saga celebration like this entire year. You know, starting out with like the Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, the Int Fat BUU. Then once we actually got into the whole Majin Buu stuff, you know, we had the Carnival Gotenks, we had the Buuhan, you know, we had the EZA for the Int Super Saiyan 2 Goku, the Tech Majin Vegeta, and then leading all the way up into what now, this STR Kid BUU and the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So it is kind of crazy that, you know, they did actually finish the year off with these EZAs. So I was wrong. I was actually one of the ones who was saying that this was probably not gonna happen, and it ended up happening. So my bad. That's on me. I didn't think that they were actually gonna do it, and here they are. They did it. But Kid BUU, so he becomes a 170% Key 3 Battle of Fate or Majin Buu Saga leader. So he's still one of the older leader skill units. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and has a high chance of stunning the enemy. Then he also so he gets 3 key, 250% attack and defense. He can launch, or sorry, plus he gets a additional 40% attack and defense with each attack performed up to 160. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super, has a high chance of performing a crit, reduces damage received by 20%, plus he gets an additional 40% attack and defense up to 120%, and an additional damage reduction of 10% up to 30% per Majin Power or Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team. Plus he gets an additional 100% defense and an additional damage reduction of 20% before the character receives an attack 6 times. Recovers 20% HP at the end of the turn in which recovers 20% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. Then this is kind of like a new, I don't want to say a new ability, but he's had it, but they've kind of tweaked it. So he nullifies unarmed super attacks directed at him for 3 turns from his entry turn. And then afterwards, he has a great chance of nullifying unarmed super attacks directed at him starting from the 4th turn. So for 3 turns, you have guaranteed unarmed super attack nullification. After that, it just becomes a great chance like he kind of used to. Which actually, yeah, he had a great chance beforehand. So they kept that portion and then just gave him the guaranteed for the first 3 turns. Other than that, he's got an active skill, which gives him 20% attack and defense for the whole battle. It can be activated when there's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy, or after the character receives an attack 6 or more times in battle. Which, with how massive the Majin Buu Saga like category is, it's actually relatively easy to get this guy's active skill going like immediately. So he'll definitely come in very handy for the like the Goku EZA. That's the reason why I ended up doing this Kid Buu first instead of Goku, because this Kid Buu, obviously he's going to have type advantage over the Goku. And then on top of that, he gets this extra 20% attack and defense. So he's just going to just absolutely wreck Goku is the best way to put it. But yeah, I mean, he seems to be pretty good, you know, running him on a like Buhan's team. Obviously he'll get a nice 200% leader skill off of there, and you know, he'll link well. I guess the only thing that's kind of an issue is he's not on power absorption, so it does prevent you from being able to use Buhan's active skill, or I'm sorry, his domain. It prevents you from being able to use his domain because you need to have like a full power absorption rotation, and this Kid Buu would actually prevent you from being able to do that. So I guess that's the only bad thing I can see here. Other than that, I mean, everything else should be pretty good with him. I think he's going to hit pretty hard, especially after he's like fully built up. You know, granted, he gets an extra 160% attack and defense with each attack performed. So with the wording of that, that literally just means any attack. Doesn't matter if it's super attack or just normals. As long as he does 4 attacks, he does get that. He'll build up to that extra 160. Then having the ability to launch an additional attack, there's a high chance of becoming super, high chance to perform a crit. I think the way that I'm going to build this guy is basically just going to be additionals and additional and dodge. Because realistically, him having the high chance to perform a crit is already in there. So there's no, I don't see it like any necessary point to put any kind of crit into him other than like the 5 crit that he would just have just from being an STR unit. So I think I'll probably just go additional and dodge for the rest of them. So it'll be interesting. I'll definitely do a rainbow showcase video for him as soon as, you know, we get his EZA done and everything like that. So we'll definitely get that out probably within the next day or so. The EZAs unfortunately dropped like real late. So they dropped at 3 a.m. my time. So I'll probably be able to do like this Kid Buu EZA, and then probably do like the Goku EZA, and probably just leave it at that for like the videos for tonight. And then tomorrow I'll do like the rainbow showcases for both units, and then kind of go from there. But I will say that this, the Majin Buu Saga team definitely is probably one of the best teams that we have gotten this year. In terms of like new units, in terms of EZAs, I mean, they have literally knocked it out of the park with this entire category. Because we can't forget, we also had like STR Videl EZA'd, Tech Ultimate Gohan EZA'd. Oh wow, who, you know, like who else actually EZA'd? Trying to think. Well, you know, like we got the Tech Majin Vegeta, the Int Goku. Oh, the Int Super EZA for Gohan, Ultimate Gohan. Like we got him, we got the EZA for the physical LR Angel Vegeta, the Tech Super Saiyan Goten. I mean, there was just a lot. We actually had a lot of units this year that have gotten either basically like revamped with their EZA or just overall new units. And yeah, it's, I would say this entire year, this team ended up getting the biggest boost out of anybody. So there's that done, and there are some missions here, so we'll go ahead and accept that, get our 4 stones, and let's go over here and let's go to Awaken, STR Extreme, and let's go ahead and awaken Kid Buu. Boom, and there we go. So we got the EZA done for him. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the EZA for STR Kid Buu. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Brother Russia, the whale of whales. Rainbow everything, buying all the sales. In Dokkan battle. stones, it's not a dream.